Yo, what's going on, guys? Savage here. Today we're gonna kind of bring back an older series that I used to really focus on, but we've kind of strayed away from. We're gonna be spectating complete randoms in solos mode. Basically, as we speak, I'm diving into a solos game right now. I'm going to die on purpose, and then we're gonna spectate all the random players throughout the rest of the match all the way until the end. Again, guys, if you know anything about my channel, I firmly believe in learning from your mistakes is the best way to learn, as well as learning from the mistakes of others. But guys, before we dive into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the wolf pack today. Also, guys, don't forget to like the video. Let's get this video to 600 likes. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch. The link to that will be in the description below. And yes, my voice is going out, so if I crackle a little bit, it is what it is. Also, if you guys want to submit gameplay of your own to be reviewed on the channel, make sure you upload a recent match to YouTube and then send me the link in our Discord server. The link to that will be in the description below. But without further ado, guys, let's dive into the video. All right, guys, so here we are spectating a duos gameplay. We haven't done duos gameplays very often, and I don't think I've ever done a random duo gameplay. It's usually viewer submitted. So here we are trying something completely new. Let's pray that they actually leave prison. A lot of times when I'm spectating other teams in their prison, they have a tendency to sit there and stay. Let's just hope that these guys are a little more aggressive than the others. And of course, guys, you want to put money as the most important. So you need to get your loadout as fast as possible. If you guys want to play aggressive, money is your best friend. And how do you get money fast? By doing objectives. These guys already have a search objective halfway done, I would imagine, because as we were spectating, they were already grabbing a search objective crate. And there's a guy up top jumping on them as well. And now they're separated. Now they're in a terrible spot. Your boy Super Spec jumped down and left KTX completely vulnerable in a 2v1 situation, because I'm assuming both of them were up there together. Also, make note that there is a guy fighting on buy station as well. So in my recommendation, if you're in this position, you need to dip out of this area completely and go finish off your search objectives for multiple reasons now. Not just for your loadout, but for your teammate. Because if your teammate loses the gulag, you want to go ahead and get ready to get the money. And of course, because his teammate did mark the search objective, letting him know, hey, bro, I'm dead. We can all assume that that's exactly what he's going to go do. So here we are, Super Spec finally dipping out. Again, it's not a bad call. Guys, we're in a position now. There's 110 people left in the game, and you're down a teammate and you have no money. Even when you get your teammate back, y'all need to go after objective after objective after objective. You've got to find a fast, efficient way to get your loadout. Granted, by the time these guys have enough money to get their loadout, the free one probably would already drop. But still, I would recommend getting it out so you can get your ghost class before mid-game even hits. Again, I don't know what he's doing right now. You want to be fast. You want to get in and get out. Don't sit there and think about what loot you're going to have, because a ram's all you're going to need. You have $4,000. You got to get the buy off quick so you can start doing other things. Now, let's look at the map and the position they're in and figure out what to do. So, there's a couple things they could do. Basically, anything on this side of the map is either a flag objective or a most wanted. You really don't need the most wanted. You won't get that much money from them. And to put yourself in a position to have that crown on your head and have a bounty for the entire server to come kill you when you don't have your loadout, definitely not worth. I love baiting the most wanted bounties and getting the money from them and the rewards from them and getting my teammate back. But if I don't have my weapons that I'm comfortable with, I'm not going to sit there and try to bait people to me. All right, again, we have a situation where you're separated from your teammate. You want to loot different buildings, but you want to stay relatively close. Luckily, his teammate was able to get the knock and the kill, and here we are still messing with this chopper. This is wasted time, guys. Even if you get the kill on the chopper, you're not going to have your loadout stash, and I would honestly prioritize that over anything, because guess what? There he is, flying away to safety, and he's probably not going to come back. And remember, guys, the longer you're shooting at unnecessary things like a chopper flying away, the less time you're going to have to actually go for real kills. If I'm running from place to place and I see a chopper happen to pass by, of course I'm going to shoot at it and try to get a fight. But if I'm in Laggy McGee's position, oh! The Matrix is failing, bros. What? What? Game of the year. Game of the year. Game of the year. Game of the year. Oh, well. Well, there you have it, boys. All right, here we are spectating my dude Stick and Jean, and they are at the buy station rocking $4,100 combined, trying to get their loadout. Now, guys, I know I'm a broken record. Every video I'm gonna say it. Start off with an objective, right? But if you're in a position like these guys are and you're kind of ghetto looting, this is not a bad place to loot because you have this area and you can even bounce to fire station and get enough money in this compound to get your loadout. Now, they have this building mark. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but there was a red dot on there from somebody shooting. So you can go ahead and assume there's at least 2 teams there, or was, but go ahead and prep yourself for 2 different teams because they were shooting at somebody else. All right, now here we are, perfect example right now. This team is doing something that's pretty clever. They're flanking from 2 different angles, and what this is doing is throwing our team off guard. While he's focused on the guy he just downed, his teammate is coming in from behind to get the shot off and leaving him in a pinch situation. The team that just killed him did a fantastic job of just coming up from 2 different angles and pushing them and confusing the enemy. I love that. Guys, if you're in the position of the team we were just spectating, make sure you're staying together and you're focusing the fight together. But don't just sit in the middle. Push one or the other. If you push one target, he's going to be outnumbered in a 2v1 fight and you're moving yourself further away from his teammate. That's what they should have done, but they didn't. Fortunately, I do work and Mr. Self-Destruct came in with the cleanup. Now, together they're rocking 3 kills and now they have a combined total of $7,100 and they're marking some flag objectives. So hopefully we can see some teams get some flag objectives and hopefully they can get a lot of kills from them. I just don't feel like anyone really does flags. That's why I try to harp on it. I want to see more people utilizing the flags. It is a cheat code. It physically tells you where the next circle is going to be, so you can go ahead and get position. Whether you want to play aggressive or play passive, it's best of both worlds. You can go and play aggressive and still know where the next circle is going to be, so when it's time to rotate, you can do so. When it comes to strategy, that is your best strategical objective in the game. All right, so this team wasted a lot of time trying to get to the flag. They could have already launched the flag. We skipped about 2 minutes of gameplay. They literally just bounced from building to building. So with that being said, guys, if you have a flag objective you're trying to do, go ahead and pick it up as soon as possible and navigate your way to that flag. You want to get them fast. The whole point of the flag is to get the flag, know where the next circle is going to be, and then in the between time, you can hunt down other players. You don't just have to do flags back to back to back. You can do a flag and then a bounty and then, you know, whatever the hell else you want to do. You can just run off the chart and just chase vehicles. I don't really care. Just do something. All right, here we have Mr. Self-Destruct, basically self-destructing. He's freezing up in a building. He's too intimidated to push in. Meanwhile, his teammate's super separated from him in the middle of doing a flag. I'm okay with trying to do the flag, but you want to do it together. That way, if this team does push you, y'all can fight them together. Either A, the team's going to push Mr. Self-Destruct and kill him, or B, they're going to push I Do Work by himself and kill him. So I like the fact that Mr. Self-Destruct finally, you know, wisen up and is pushing to his teammate to help him capture the flag. Also, guys, when you're capturing the flag, if you have multiple people on the flag, it will capture the flag faster. They can already be done capping the flag and actually push this team and try to get a kill. But instead, Mr. Self-Destruct is going to hold the angle and protect his boy from getting killed, I would assume. All right, so right here, the position they're in, they got a teammate down. He's probably crawling his way back into the door so he can get res. And his teammate was on the backside of the building and is probably running through the building to try to get to his teammate. You could have rushed the guy you downed and killed him before his teammate could actually make it all the way around the building and up the staircase. So what have we done here? We've downed an enemy, and that's it. Now they're both up. Now you're back in a 2v2 fight. So what was the point of even getting the knock in the first place? If you get the knock and you know his teammate can't get to him quickly, make sure you push the enemy. You don't want to sit there and waste plates and waste ammo just to get yourself back in a 2v2 situation. All right, again, we're separated. Stop pushing buildings by yourself when you have a teammate next to you. Good play reading the C4. Good play using the thermite to destroy it. Now be aware that you have a bunch of windows above you. These guys could just creep into and jump down and shoot you in the back. So just be very, very careful. You also have the Origin shotgun, which is bae, especially in a very close quarter fight like this. I would probably be rocking the Origin over anything. I've seen people get quad wipes with the Origin just because they're stuck in a doorway. This would be a perfect opportunity to really utilize that weapon to its full potential. So my video cut out mid that fight, which is very unfortunate. But basically, your boy I Do Work was able to get a knock, and they actually pushed the enemy before you get the res to get the double kill. Exactly what I said they should have done in the first fight. For some reason, they didn't. But thankfully, in this fight, they did. They were able to walk away with the kill. Now, you got plenty of money right now. Plenty of money. You also have a free loadout with an extra box next to it. What do the boxes mean? Means there's another team nearby, right? If you see other boxes besides yours, there's other people somewhere in that vicinity. So be on alert. Don't waste too much time sitting here swapping weapons back and forth. All right, so both of our squad members have their loadout, and you have another squad somewhere in the area, probably about to come grab theirs. It looks as if they're going to be camping it, but I don't like the area they're in. They're surrounded basically by high ground, right? They have the bunkers over here. They have the compound right here. They have the hill on this side and the hill on this side. So baiting this is really putting yourself in a worse position. Not to mention, being on this roof, you're just asking to get headshotted. You've already identified where an enemy team is. There's no reason not to push it. This whole standoff, tit for tat shooting just doesn't cut it in Warzone. If you're trying to get more aggressive gameplay, if you're trying to get more kills, you need to start pushing enemies. Stop wasting time. Every minute that goes by is a minute you could be getting kills, but you're not, because you're not playing aggressive. Trust me, when I first started playing Battle Royales with PUBG and H1Z1, I was very passive too. It took me a very long time. I've been playing Battle Royales for almost 5 years. It took me a very long time to get out of the slow, passive gameplay. That's why I can kind of understand why you're doing it. And I'm just trying to recommend you guys to jump out of this bad habit. So basically what's going to happen right now, guys, well, there's a lot of variables that go into play in Battle Royales. You know that. Many things could happen. Another team could just randomly pop up and kill them. This helicopter's flying by could see these guys out in the open and splat them. The guys coming from the loadout behind them could grab their loadout, get on that roof, and see these guys sitting here, focus on another team, and shoot them in the back as well. That or this team's already gone. You could legitimately be scoping in on a compound that has nobody in it. So again, wasted time. Your boy Self-Destruct sitting with 1 kill. Your other dude, I think, has 4 kills, and they're in the exact same spot they've been in for the past 3 minutes. You have the circle closing in. Let's see where it goes to. Let's see how these guys... Damn, I was hoping they would have to navigate southwards. Unfortunately, they're probably going to sit in the same area. One of the reasons why I stopped spectating so many random games is because they're so unpredictable. You don't know what kind of players you're going to run into, and it's really hard to spectate players when they just do crazy shit you just don't expect players to do. That's one thing I think I'm guilty of in this game, is trying to assume players play like I do. So when I push in buildings, I don't expect people to be sitting in corners when I know damn well that they do. I also want to discuss the fact that they legitimately were about to fight this team. They were too afraid to push it. And because of that, what did they miss out on? The buy station. So now they have almost $20,000 between the two of them, and nothing to do with it. It's the only buy station that's relatively safe for them to get to. Any other buy station is just asking to get on, especially Stadium. I can't believe there's so many buy stations in this little bitty area. That's crazy. Whenever you're playing this game, guys, I know a lot of people don't mind using ARs and LMGs as a close range combat weapon. They don't mind the slow ADS speed. They don't mind the horrible zoom on it. They don't mind the bad features about the gun for whatever reason. But guys, if you're a newer player, I highly recommend put the sniper away to increase your kill count. Because all you're going to do with the sniper for the most part is get knocks and downs and damage with it. You're not going to be able to actually push the enemy and kill them. And also start rocking an SMG of some sort. Start pushing in buildings. Stop freezing up. When a player has 2 long-range weapons, it usually indicates to me that they're too scared to push into a building. That's nothing against them. Again, Battle Royales is very intimidating. But break out of the habit of trying to fight from a distance. If you're playing quads, yeah, you need 1 or 2 people to be able to put shots at range while 2 other players push. I'm fine with that. But when you're talking about duos or solos, you guys need to play a little bit more aggressive if you really want to get kills. If you're focused on win, this isn't bad at all. But again, you may get a win once in a while, but the only way to truly increase your win count, and the only way to truly get better, is to actually try to fight. That way you can become more confident in your shots. That way you make mistakes and you learn from them, and you learn how to push buildings more effectively. You look at situations more differently when you put yourself out there. All right, so we have an enemy team of bought a loadout to the northeast. There it is, the bright red smoke. Let's see what I Do Work ends up doing. His teammate is still sitting in the same exact spot, so he will not be joining us in this fight, I don't think. Here he finally comes. Wait, nope, there he is. All right, so here I'm spectating these guys, getting the shots off. Again, dude, if you had an AR in that situation, he could have got a double kill easy. But because he wants to be a sniper, he just lost out on 2 easy kills. Those guys were in the open, had no idea what was going on. One was even crouch walking. That would have been an easy double kill with a RAM or with some kind of AR. He would have been way better off using that. So again, here we're in a position. We're shooting our sniper rifle, and we're still sitting on a roof. Remember, you're vulnerable 360 degrees. Unfortunately, I was spectating his teammate when I Do Work ended up getting the kill. He was just sitting inside of that building. Guys, if you're in a fight and your teammate runs to safety, try to get out of the bad position you're in. He was in the storage unit just sitting trapped. He felt trapped. If he would have run out and around the backside, he could have got away safely with only losing a couple plates. All right, so we have 2 targets right here. One just jumped down, put your heartbeat away and get the kill. All right, thank God. That give me anxiety, bro. Your teammate's down. You pop in the reload. All right, so Mr. Self-Destruct ran off by himself, surprise, surprise, and got himself killed. Remember, dudes, if you're playing duos and you're not that competent in your gunplay, stick together. You could play solo duos, solo trios if you're at advanced level, but if you're a newer player, please stick together and try to outplay teams as a team. Stop pushing into a 1v2 by yourself and then putting your teammate in a bad situation where he then has to 1v2 the rest of the lobby. And not to mention, we just lost all of your teammates' money. You have $11,000 and you're having to go to a very unfortunate area. It's Endgame. This is one of the last 2 buy stations. Of course, there's going to be people here. Of course, there's going to be people shooting at you. Of course, there's going to be streaks being called in on you. So you're bailing out, trying to get your teammate back, going back and forth. But guess what? There's going to be a team up here as well. And they're going to be ready for you. But now that he's lost his teammate, he's playing with a little bit more sense of urgency. He's like, oh shit, I got to get my teammate back. So now he's going to play a little bit more aggressive. Goes ahead and gets an easy knock. He needs to bait this knock. His teammate's probably going to go get the res. But unfortunately, he did not bait the knock. And now he's got to win his 1v1 fight. Now, because there was a C4 explosion before he sniped him in the head, I'm going to go ahead and assume that there's another team nearby. Hopefully, I Do Work realizes that and doesn't get shot in the back pushing into this building. Also, guys, remember, in game, you want to win your fights quickly and efficiently. And when I say click quickly, I mean quickly, guys. Everyone's closing on your position. There's 19 enemy teams left, right? 19 enemy teams, 28 total players. You know a guy's inside there. You need to rely on your gunplay. Just bust in the door, aim to the left, and shoot him in the head. All right, his teammate pushed him by himself and was able to get the kill. Okay, I was a little worried because his teammate, I don't think, had his loadout. But he ended up getting the kill, so good on him. All right, guys, so we're in-game situation. This circle is actually a really good circle. I really like the circle. You could do a lot of things. I definitely wouldn't recommend sitting in the bunkers. I would play the outside perimeter, either this hill right here and hold the high ground and shoot everybody coming in from the tents that were shooting at you earlier. Shoot anybody coming in crossing the street or anybody trying to cross the ravine. This is a great position on this map. This is one of the best vantage points of this circle, in my opinion. Now, some could argue that the compound over here may be, but just because the majority of the circle's on this side, I'm going to go ahead and still claim that this is your best spot. Now, the fact that they died... in this area doesn't surprise me. It's the last buy station of the game. Of course, all teams are collapsing. Guys, you really need to be aware of your situation. If you're at the last buy station, you're in a hot spot and you're about to be pounced on by a lot of teams. Here we are with another solo duo. Trying to work his way out of this shitty position. He does not have enough money to buy his teammate back unless he can somehow get to those bodies on the other side of the bunker. You have no heartbeat scans. You have 6 enemy teams left, 9 enemy players total. Rely on that heartbeat sensor a little too much right now. I don't think anybody's gonna be pushing from that side. And here we go, heart beating the same exact side again. Look, edge of the zone's there. If they didn't pop up the first time, they're probably not gonna pop up again. You have a duo team right here in front of you. You need to take them out quickly. Oh no, and don't trap yourselves back into a building, guys. Don't put yourself in this position. This is not a position to be in. Why? So basically right now he's pinched. He's got to move out. They know he's got to move out. They're going to sit here and gatekeep him. He's dead. There's no way he's going to be able to get out of this. For some reason they're not looking at him. Let's see what happens. These guys might be completely clueless. Oh no. Oh, don't do it to him. Oh, don't do it to him. Him going back into the bunker and not trying to finish the fight really put him in a shitty position. I'm surprised he got that far, to be honest. That team was definitely, well, I'm not going to be mean, but that team definitely was not up to par. Let's just say that. So here we are on a 2v2 situation. In game. Teams to his east. We heard the suppressed shots. Let's see what the teammate who's actually looking sees. All right, so we have both enemies spotted. He's got a sniper. He needs to take the shots. Go for headshots too, guys, especially with the AX-50. When it comes to damage overall, if you're trying to get body shots, the HDR is more up your alley. If you're rocking the AX-50, it means you're a pretty decent sniper and you really want to go for your headshots. Also, do not put yourself in the open like this. Oh God, dudes, do not just run straight at the enemy with no cover at all. That was a horrible decision on his part. Let's see what Vladimir does. Vladimir is now in a 1v2 position. What they should have done together was both focus fire on one of the enemies, got it down, and pushed across together while the enemy was hopefully getting a res off. The fact they just pushed one at a time made it really easy for the enemy team to kill him. Guys, look, I really hope you enjoyed the video. It's been an absolute nightmare, to be honest, trying to spectate random duo teams just because they do crazy stuff that you just don't expect. Guys, overall, the lesson to be said in this video, stick with your team if you're playing duos and you're not confident enough to go solo duoing. If you could say to yourself, I can solo duo easy, then by all means go for it. But if you're hesitant, you crouch walk everywhere, you use your heartbeat 24/7, maybe going off by yourself is not meant for you. Also, guys, if you're in a position where you have no cover and you have to push out, like in the in circle right there, you need to focus fire one enemy and get the knock. That does one of two things. One, that will force the teammate to go for a res if he really wants to get his teammate back up. Or two, if the teammate decides, I'm going to try to 1v2 this fight, you now have two of you guys putting fire on one guy trying to head glitch the rock, and you can both hopefully take him out. Again, guys, teamwork is the dream work. Try to stay together. Try your best to utilize duos, trios, and squads to your advantage. Do not put yourself in a bad position to where it puts your team in a bad position. But again, guys, as always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, join the Wolfpack today. Also, follow us over on Twitch, where we'll be playing with viewers all day today. But until next time, guys, y'all have a good one, and good luck in Warzone. Guys, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you check out some of these other tips and tricks videos. And again, as always, subscribe by hitting the button below. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time.